So, I just want to tell you guys about the absolutely shitty night that I had, no pun intended. Um, I mean, it was fine for the most part. It was just like when I was trying to do final rounds and everything, like nobody was helping me, and they assigned me the toughest hall. So, like, everybody on my hall is heavy. Heavy wetters, heavy, like, obese, or they need like to assist. I mean, out of all of the rooms, I think there was like 2 rooms where I had people who were independent. And there was one lady who the wound nurse comes to see. And so, the QMA, who is basically a medication aid for those of you who aren't familiar with that term, she told me to make sure that I had um, everything done in that room before the wound nurse came. So I went in like maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes before the wound nurse came, changed the resident that she comes to see. And so I figured, I'm good. There's not going to be any issue. And what the fuck happens? The wound nurse, first of all, is bitching about the room being too hot. I can't control the temperature in the room. I don't go into rooms and mess with stuff in the middle of the night because, I mean, let's face it, if you were in a nursing home or a hospital or anything like that, would you want somebody to come into your room and mess with your temperature or, however you have things set? Would you want somebody to come mess with that? I mean, I don't know. I'm just like seriously frustrated. And then she was trying to tell me that the resident who I had just changed was completely soaked through, which, you know, this person has a catheter. So I don't understand how she's soaked through if she has a Foley. Um, Unless her catheter is leaking, which I told the nurse about the last time that I was working on that unit, which was last weekend. The last day that I worked with these same exact residents. It was just awful. Um, I don't know what to say. She was all mad at me and talking about calling the administrator and calling like whoever the weekend manager is or the director of nursing. I don't know how this is my fault. Like I did the best that I could, and I was literally working until after the next shift came in. So I don't know what more I could have done. Like, I feel like shit, especially with the way that she was talking to me. But like I said, I don't know what else I could have done to make it better. And, I don't know. I don't know what I could have done. I don't know what I could have said. I told the wound nurse that I literally had just changed her because they told me she came in at 4:30 and I just changed her. Like 3:45 I changed this woman. And so I don't know. I mean, am I wrong for feeling this way? Am I wrong for feeling upset that this woman is upset with me for something that I don't even have control over? I mean, residents have the right to pee. And if she has a Foley and she's soaked through, as you call it, which she wasn't because, when the wound nurse was talking, I was getting up that specific resident's roommate, and I was changing her roommate's clothes and stuff. And as soon as I got her roommate up and sitting out by the dining room where they have breakfast, I went and changed the other resident, and she was wet, but she was not soaked through. So I don't know if the wound nurse was just having a bad day, but she was talking about calling the administrator and calling the director of nursing. And if she does that and I get fired, I mean, I don't know what else to do. I didn't close the door. I didn't make it hot. I don't know what to do at this point. It's so frustrating because I worked my ass off last night. And like I said, I was literally going until the very last minute. Like, I was there until after the time I was allowed to leave. So, I mean, I stayed and made sure that I got everybody changed and everybody dry and all that. So, I did my job to the best of my abilities today. And it's just one of those days where I feel like I need some self-care today because I am just utterly flabbergasted. I am exhausted. I'm worn out. I feel like, my hands are numb, like my fingertips are numb, my hand itself, not just the fingertips, tingling. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this is just how they like treat their new employees, but this was literally my very first day off of orientation, and this is how she treated me. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what else I could say. Let me know if I'm wrong for thinking the way that I am. Do you think that she was just having a bad day, or do you think I'm gonna get a call later from the director of nursing or the administrator about this BS? So anyway, I'm about to go inside and take my ass to sleep because, like I said, I am so fed up right now. It's not even funny. And I just don't know what else I could do at this point. Like I said, I did my job to the best of my abilities, and if I get in trouble for doing my job the best that I could tonight with like the heaviest and most extensive assistance haul, I don't know what to say.